Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson are both leading comedy actors.
What just happened?
What?
What?
Don't laugh like that.
But who has the most luxurious lifestyle? When it comes to getting paid, Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson know what's up. They might earn around the same in Hollywood, but who's the real baller here?
I'm so much better than him.
Let's start with Kevin. The comedian has been in the game since '01. His breakthrough role was on Judd Apatow's TV series Undeclared. Since then, Hart has been climbing the ladder of financial success. As of 2024, he's worth an estimated $450 million.
I'm Kevin Hart, right? In high school. Okay, yeah.
Hey!
Let's break down those figures real quick. Plenty of publications say, in these exact words, that Kevin made millions as an actor. But here's what we want to know. How much does Kev make as a big shot Hollywood actor? Word on the street is that he can bag 20 million for a movie on average. Yeah, one movie. And for films like Jumanji, the actor would even score an extra 10 millis. It must be nice.
I like your movies more, Kev.
Acting is only one avenue for Kev to make cash. He also makes hella bank from his comedy tours and stand-up routines. A report from 2022 claims that Hart's tour made nearly $190 million that year. The rest of his net worth is thanks to Kev's investments in these businesses: his tequila brand, production company, and vegan restaurant. Let's not forget the endorsements, sponsorships, and partnerships that A-list celebs are receiving. But what about The Rock? Well, just like his co-star, Dwayne earns an average of $20 million per film. But while Kevin hustled in comedy clubs, Dwayne was in wrestling rings. And by the time Kevin had his breakthrough TV role, The Rock already had a growing fan base. Did you know that Dwayne got paid $5 million for his first acting role? But let's be real, it was after Johnson starred in the Fast and Furious franchise that his acting career really took off. By 2017, Dwayne's movies had done so well that he was among Forbes' top-earning actors. But guess what? While working on the franchise, Dwayne butted heads with a co-star.
We had a little back and forth about your attitude. We'll talk about it later.
Hobbs and Dom turned art into reality when Dwayne and Vin Diesel started beefing for a long time. We can't say what sparked the feud, but it was enough for Dwayne to pull out of the Fast and Furious franchise. Eventually, they managed to put their issues aside. That's when Hobbs returned for the 10th installment of the film series. And now that you know why Dwayne is back with Fast and Furious, let's talk about his other money moves. In 2020, Dwayne and his business partner bought a whole pro football league. Not only that, the star also launched his own energy drink called Zoa Energy. In case you were wondering, his energy drink made $100 million in a year. The last two businesses under Dwayne's name are Terramana Tequila and his production company, 7 Bucks Productions. But what about his net worth? The Rock is worth an estimated $800 million. When it comes to net worth and earnings, Dwayne Johnson is definitely the winner. There's no better way to estimate a person's wealth than looking at their property investments. Okay, houses are liabilities, but still, property is costly. So who has the more expensive real estate portfolio? Let's find out. When it comes to property, Dwayne has invested millions. The most recent being a Mediterranean-style mansion in Beverly Park, California. Guess how much it cost? Almost $28 million. Some of its luxe features include a music studio, elevator, spa, and movie theater. Oh, but Dwayne's favorite part? The portable exercise center. The Rock also owns a massive beachfront house in Hawaii.
But when we were there, you gave me a big speech like, "This is my land." I started.
The luxury villa looks like a hotel. With white sand, palm trees, and lush landscaping, we're sure Dwayne loves to visit this home. And how much is it worth? A staggering $25 million. In total, The Rock has invested over $150 million in property. And when he's not house hunting for himself, Dwayne goes out of his way to spoil his mama. Since hitting the jackpot with fame, he's bought his mom multiple houses over the years. But it was only in 2022 that The Rock could afford his mom's dream house.
All right, Mom. This is your big room. Welcome home.
Oh my God.
Now, let's move on to Mr. Hart. The comedian bought a plot of land in Calabasas back in 2015. Then, he put in work to construct a Spanish-style villa.
I bought land. I'm just going to build a house. He was like, "Good luck. You got no experience."
It has a pool, cabana, and even a playground for his kids. Kev spent around $3.5 million on the home. But that's not all. Kevin expanded his property portfolio by purchasing the house next door. So, all in all, both properties are worth an estimated $10 million. And so far, those are the only two we know of. Kevin didn't have a lot of time to work on his real estate portfolio because he was too busy saving his career.
I mean, which show you want to know about?
Remember when Kevin's whole career almost went downhill? In 2017, the news broke of Kevin's hectic cheating scandal. It involved extortion too, and his wife was pregnant. Their first child together was born a month after the scandal broke. Yep, what a mess.
Enough, stop. This is ridiculous.
It still haunts Kevin today, but he's been doing his best since then to work out his relationship with his family and mend the damage to his career. But as you can see, there was way too much going on for Kevin to focus on buying real estate. So, if we round up here, when it comes to luxury living, it's safe to say Dwayne takes this one too. We're always seeing these two actors dripped out and flexing luxury cars. So today, we're wondering, between Kevin and Dwayne, who spends more on the finer things in life? These are the ridiculously expensive things that Johnson owns. We gotta start in style. The Pagani Huayra supercar is a rare bird. The base price starts around 1.3 million, but obviously, Dwayne had his Pagani customized. Also, we imagine it's really fun watching The Rock try to fit in this car.
That's the jet.
Hey!
Another rare bird he has is a Gulfstream private jet. Word on the block is that it cost around 65 million. And with all the work he's been doing to up his net worth, we're sure Dwayne spends more time in this jet than in his home. Aside from that, Dwayne is known to spend on a good suit, and mostly his ginormous physique. Eating 6,000 calories a day is expensive, man. When it comes to traveling with style, Kev has a jet too. His Hawker cost around 2.5 million. His fleet of wheels features brands like Mercedes-Benz and Ford. The most expensive in his fleet may be the Benz SLS AMG 1. Only 5 of these cars were made with left-hand drive, and Kev has one. So you can bet it's worth a pretty penny. The comedian is known for his expensive watch collection. Kevin's collection is super impressive, even by celebrity standards. He buys a new one for every career milestone he achieves. In this collection, you can find names like Rolex, Patek Philippe, and Audemars Piguet. It's safe to say Kev has millions invested in his luxury watches. Now that we know more about Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson's lives, it's time for you to decide. Who is more luxurious? Dwayne has a higher net worth, but Kevin likes to spend lavishly. Share who you think is the winner in the comments. That's it for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See ya!